Welcome to the WBC Arena, and here we go, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
About time, too.
It's time now for our tale of the tape. Julio Cesar Chavez, 171 centimeters tall with a reach of 173. Vasili Lomachenko, standing at 5'6" tall, weighing in at 126 pounds. He's got a reach of 65 inches.
We'll be talking about this fight for years to come. This is one of those classic fights that everybody wants to see.
Making his way to the ring, it's Julio Cesar Chavez, multi-time world champion in 3 weight divisions, generally recognized as one of the greatest athletes Mexico has ever produced. There can only be one, Lomachenko, Ukraine's finest. He's a former world champion in multiple weight classes.
Look at this, these fights are so up for it. Look at that.
And with that, we turn it over to the world-renowned ring announcer, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 10 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, from Culiacan, Sinaloa, Mexico, here is one of boxing's all-time greats with 107 career victories, introducing El Gran Campeón Mexicano, Julio Cesar Chavez. Fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the 2-time Olympic gold medalist from Ukraine, a tremendous 3-division champion of the world, Vasili Lomachenko.
So much hype surrounding this big matchup. Can't wait to see what goes down when the opening bell rings.
This is going to be that fight. This is what people are going to be talking about forever and a day.
Thousands of fans here in attendance tonight, but when the bell rings, there will only be 2 that we're talking about. These 2 fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver. They won't give us a second to catch our breath. Stiff jab. There was so much hype surrounding this match, I wonder if it can actually live up to the hype.
Can you imagine walking into this, Todd? Walking into an arena with such noise, people chanting your name. You can't even hear your cornerman whispering in your ear. I've been in situations like that where it can be terrorizing if you haven't got your wits about you.
Lomachenko in trouble. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Perfect counter shot. Punch, counter punch. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Jab not finding its target. That counter shot lands. Those counter punches have to hurt. Good counter punching. So much for boxing. This is a fight. When you're training to fight a swarmer, you gotta focus on your conditioning because they will push you to the edge of your limits.
Oh man, you got swarm in your face. You gotta try and push him off, make him go into the rope. You gotta sometimes fight fire with fire. Hit him low on the blind side of the referee. Get him angry.
Straight right just misses. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Chavez in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Into the fight that round. That's his round.
You were smart. You weren't loading up. You still landed a
Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Well done with that counter shot. When are we going to see a jab from these two? And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Do you believe this? This fighter is all about finesse, using a lot of angles and lateral movement.
It's a flat-footed fight. If you've got a dancer out there in front, you've got to cut him off. Cut the ring off. Make the ring small. Put him on the back foot. Put him under pressure.
And he scores with the counter. Jab misses. No rest for the weary. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
A swing and a miss with the left hook. Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Well, Johnny, I know it's still early on, but have you been surprised by anything you've seen?
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that, and you punched him, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there, because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Nice counter shot. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Chavez in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Focus, focus, big deep lads. Big deep.
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. That hook was off target. The work rate is down. The head isn't moving as well, Johnny. Fatigue is starting to set in.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
blocked the left there. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. The jab can't find a home. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Nice counter shot. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Chavez in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker.
Come on, you're switching off.
Here we go to the fourth round. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
These two featherweights are going to let their hands go, you know that.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
The bravery being shown here is just incredible. Lomachenko is buzzed. Lomachenko on the canvas. When you get hit with a body shot like this, there's nothing you can do. Watch it again in slow motion.
I need to see that again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come to me.
So this fight will continue, but how can they get back into this bout?
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in land once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
Uh-oh, Lomachenko just got rocked. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Perfect counter shot. Hey, this round's coming to an end. 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Loma in that last round. Let's see how the game plan changes after that big knockdown.
You're being put down, you've got to think right, survive and then give it back the next round.
Come on, do you want to win this fight? Switch on, switch on. You've been
Short.
There's the bell for round 5. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff it.
No rest for the weary. Do you believe what we're seeing? You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Swing and a miss with the hook. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. Hey, it's the featherweight division. You're going to see a lot of speed in this fight.
So you're getting in there with someone that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get in close.
Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Well done with that counter shot. Lomachenko in trouble. Lomachenko goes down. I don't think we can truly appreciate what we saw unless we see it in slow motion.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, you're out!
You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. A knockout victory and one of the biggest surprises of the year.
A knockout victory? That's not a knockout victory. That is somebody saying, I'm here, I've arrived. Try that again, it will happen all over again.